Depression is something that we all have struggled at some point in time in our lives, even if it was just for a short phase. But for some of us, not everyone is that lucky to have an experience of it. It's just in a fleeting, short-lived way. It stays sometimes for a lifetime. It becomes a lifestyle. This is something that's very dear to my heart and something that I myself struggled with. And even talking about it, for most people, there's a lot of shame attached to it. It's almost like there's this stigma that there's something wrong with you if you are struggling with depression, but that is not the case. It's such a widespread problem that it's more common than what you probably actually realize. And I can absolutely assure you that if you are someone who's struggling with depression, or you know someone who is, you or that person, they're not alone. What I realized with this condition is that at some point I realized that I had to take control of it because it was getting to a stage in my life where it was controlling me. And I decided that enough is enough. I want my quality of life back. I know that I can have it. But the idea of having it and seeing the end result, the step in between these two aspects were missing. I didn't know how to do that. And so because of this deep desire for me to be happy and seeing people being happy, knowing that it's possible, that if they can feel something, then there has to be something that I can shift or change in myself or adjust to be able to connect to that same inner happiness, that same state of bliss, and to feel my emotions more clearly. Now, to know that perhaps that you do struggle with depression is one thing, because awareness of a problem is a problem half solved. But what do you do with the information now that you have it? This is where I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to show you and help you exactly how to shift depression, how to understand it, and how to improve your quality of life. Because this is something that I struggled with as well, and I have finally put it behind me. And I cannot wait to show you how you can do exactly the same. Because here's also a very tricky part about depression. Even though it's something that can be developing perhaps throughout your life because of, say, one incident or a series of events that just was continuously bringing you down, or perhaps there's a chemical imbalance. That chemical imbalance, even if it's there for a reason. It's perhaps inherited emotional states or perhaps dietary issues that cause a person to have a chemical imbalance, and that was passed down the DNA lineage. However, when you look at perhaps what could be still the root cause of that, it's lifestyle. It's your emotional state, it's psychological state. Because if these three were in harmony and well balanced, then perhaps someone would have been much less prone to developing something such as depression. Now, even if this is something that's inherited, if that's something that perhaps that's maybe your situation, it's still not a problem. With MAT, we're actually going to be showing you how to dive in deeply into the DNA lineage, how to tap into the ancestry as well, and to release the hidden aspects and information and trauma points that could be there without needing to know the actual memory of that. And what's the best part about it is you don't need to relive it. Healing is meant to be simple, it's meant to be easy, and join me because I'm going to show you exactly how easy this process and this healing journey can be.